Tutorial to remove the green screen from your figure photo. First, you're going to open up the background image that you would like to put your green screen figure onto, and then you're going to open up green screen images you would like to use. So you can see from my sketch that I am going to be a small person holding a pencil. So I have already picked out two images, and I feel like this one is probably better. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use your crop tool. That's the fifth tool down. And you want to crop in as close as you can to your figure. So you're going to use width times height times resolution. Empty each screen so that you have no restrictions. And then make sure you have 200 set in the resolution bar. Go ahead and crop as close as you can to your figure without chopping off any body parts. There we go. So I'm nice and close. I want to be only green screen. So I don't have any parts of the classroom. Okay. Click your check mark. Now, you want to move your image. I'm going to go to a safe tool. You want to move your image now into your background. So you're going to do Command A to select all, Command C to copy, and then Command V to paste within your background image. So now you've created a new layer. I want you to name that layer Figure. Okay. At this point, go ahead and close the eye of the background and the sketch. You should only have open your figure layer. Selecting the magic wand tool, that is the fourth tool down, you will have to right click because it defaults to quick select tool. Select your magic wand tool, and you want to pay attention up here to where it says tolerance. Tolerance is going to select pixels that are different to remove them. So we're going to start at around, let's start at a 50 tolerance. You will click anywhere within the green screen, and you want to try to get as close as you can to your body without cutting it off. You see here, I don't have any of this part, so I'm going to keep turning it up by tens until I like the selection of my body. That's much better. See how now it's selected between the two legs here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in, make sure I don't have my fingers chopped off. And let's see, so I'm going to try to see how it looks to do a 70. Let me click inside of the green screen. That actually looks a lot better. So I don't have any green screen. Don't worry about this area here. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that in just a moment. And it didn't chop off any of my body, so that looks pretty good. Once you've decided on your tolerance and it's a nice close crop, you're going to come up here to where it says Select and Mask. Click on that. You want to turn your radius up to about between a 2 and a 5. Let's turn it up. I'm going to try a 4. All right. So I'm going to turn it up to a 4, and then my smooth, I want to turn up to about a 2, and my feather, I'm going to also put on a 2. This is going to make sure that I don't look like a sticker in my background. Click OK, and then you're going to hit the delete button. Now we have all of my body selected without the green screen. Okay, so Command D will deselect that portion. So now we do have a little bit extra here, so I am going to go back here. I'm going to turn the tolerance down to about 40 now, and I'm going to select in here, and I'm going to hit delete. And then I will need to Command D to deselect. Now I need to do some cleanup with my eraser tool. So select here, this is the eraser tool. Make sure you're at 100% opacity, and you can adjust your size with the brackets. And you also want to make sure your hardness is down to 0. So now I can just come in here, make sure you don't erase part of your face, and you want to just clean up a little bit. I'm going to make my eraser just a little bit smaller, so I Command Z to get out of there. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and erase, and then you're going to want to come around here and take out any green. Do take your time. I'm not for demonstration purposes, but I would take out any extra green. So now I'm going to back out. See this little outline here? You want to use the eraser tool here and just clean up any accidental background stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase any of this. Try to go very quickly for you. There we go. And one more row. Okay. Once you have erased all of your background that you don't want, we are going to go ahead now, and I'm only going to open up my background now. Okay, so now I want to use my move tool. Now I want to place my person. Remember our sketch. Okay, so that's kind of the size I want to be. So I want to place the tiny me here, and I'm going to use Command T to resize. And as I'm resizing, what I'm paying attention to is this hand right here. I want to zoom in here, and I want to make sure that it looks like this hand is holding onto that pencil. So I want to place my thumb. I'm going to use the arrows to move. Place my thumb right on the bottom of the pencil right here. Looks pretty good. I'll click my check mark. Now I'm going to zoom in. I need to come back here. Now you see I missed some green, so I'll have to use the eraser tool there. But what I want to do is I need to put this hand behind the pencil. So take this figure layer down to a 50% opacity, around 50. Use your eraser tool, nice and tiny. So I'm just going to use my brackets to make that smaller. And then you want to very carefully move along the edge of the pencil to make it look like the pencil is on top of this hand. So I'm just going to work my way around here. I want to be very careful around my nose and mouth. So I'm actually going to turn my opacity up a little bit higher so I can see it better. I'm going to use my brackets to make my brush very small. And then I'm just going to be very careful around my face. I'm going to work here. Don't want to chop off your nose, of course. And if you have this issue, just take your time, be careful. And then I don't want to go all the way down. Remember, I only want to stay within this pencil piece. Okay, so I've taken it all out. And then now I can turn my opacity back up to 100%. And now I have the tiny me. Of course, I do want to clean up this green, but aside from placing shadows in, which will be in the next tutorial, this looks pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and lower this to show you. This is me after I've erased already the green from my edges.